Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie and I specialize in making and selling crochet plushies. It's been a while since I last made a video dedicated to just crocheting and my current projects, so it's finally time to get back into the swing of things. At the end of my last event in 2024 and all throughout last year, I spent some time taking a step back from inventory prep mode to regroup and redirect my focus on other crochet related projects. One of my goals for 2025 was to practice with clothing more, so I spent the year creating less plushies for inventory and more clothing for myself. I've spent so much time since starting my business crocheting for other people that I semi-selfishly wanted to make things for myself for a change. I created a wide range of different clothing options, from multiple cardigans, tops, and even an entire outfit for a music festival. I even created a little reel showcasing all the different clothing options I made in 2025 that I'll have linked down below if you're interested in checking them out. Going from exclusively crocheting amigurumi to clothing items wasn't necessarily a super tough transition, but each clothing project really challenged me to experiment with sizing, blocking, and assembly in so many different ways that I never really got the chance to explore before with just amigurumi. And I'm super excited for these new additions to my closet that I can pull out for the perfect occasion. While 2025 was the year of redirecting my talent for personal passion projects, 2026 is all about getting back into plushies and inventory prep. The rest from last year has me super recharged and inspired for this year, so I have lots of exciting upcoming projects to share with you all. Currently, the main focus is to create as many plushies as we can because we have an exciting event coming up over the next few months that we really have to prepare for. There's still some inventory left over from my last event and new plushies made throughout last year, but we still have a lot of work to do if we want to ensure that we offer a great variety of different plushies. Today I want to start working on some Sanrio characters, and to switch things up, I kind of want to gamify the crochet experience a bit by leaving my project up to fate, or rather a randomized wheel to determine what my next project will be. So here I created a wheel with some names of Sanrio characters that I plan to eventually make, but instead of waiting until motivation and inspiration hits me to finally start working down the list, so to speak, I'm going to let the randomization of this wheel take some of the guesswork out and choose my next project for me. I've always wanted to try out this type of spinning a wheel to determine my next project kind of video because I'm always reprioritizing my projects based on how I'm feeling and what I want to make in the moment, but doing this will kind of help keep me in check on my progress with certain themes of ideas, like Sanrio characters, and ensures that no one gets left unmade. A couple disclaimers before we begin. I don't even know how many different characters there are in the Sanrio universe. The ones I have listed on the wheel are the more popular characters that I already have patterns for or know where to locate. Let me know if you have any suggestions on this list that I'm missing, but would be a great challenge to make into plushie form. Speaking of missing, you might also notice that Choco Cat and Pachaco aren't currently listed on this wheel, and that's because I had already made them last year. They're both essential characters to the Sanrio world, but I didn't want to necessarily have duplicates of these two characters versus the others. Both are free patterns by Chubbies by Ash and super easy to follow, so definitely check them out if you want to make your own. They'll be excluded from this specific challenge, but who knows, maybe they'll rejoin soon. Alright, it's time to get started and find out who's gonna be first on the list in this little Sanrio series. I don't particularly have a favorite character, or least favorite character more importantly, but I am kind of interested to see who this first one will be. Let's find out. Okay, click to spin. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Aww. Mr. Cinema Roll will be first. I don't remember exactly the last time I made a cinema roll. It probably was for my last event in 2024. So it's been at least over a year, for sure. But this will be exciting. We get to work on a pattern that we haven't touched in a while. So the pattern I will be using is by rin.meow21 on Instagram. Rin's patterns and designs were all over my feed when I first started crocheting back in 2021, and this specific cinnamon roll pattern is a great reminder for all the plushies I used to make back then. Let me get some of the yarn that we'll need back there and put them in this foldable crate here, and then we can get started.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we don't necessarily need a whole bunch of colors, luckily. We have white for the cinnamon roll body, and then some blue for the eye detail, some acrylic blue for his smile nose detail, and then I think I also want to add the froggy cap that's in this pattern, so we have green for that. And that's it. We only need 3 colors to make Cinnamon Roll, and he should be pretty quick to make, so let's get to it. With the new year already in full swing, one of my resolutions is to treat myself out to more solo dates where I can take a break from the daily routine in my office to spend some time doing something, different. From running errands to exploring new places in my area, it's essential to have a bag that can carry everything I would need on the go and is still durable, stylish, and classy. Luckily, I have just what I need, all thanks to Teddy Blake, which is the sponsor of today's video. This time around, I had the opportunity to try a bag in a different style, so I decided on the 9-inch Ava in cream. I liked this particular style for the wider bottom to easily store essentials, the multiple internal compartments for organization, and the adjustable leather strap to switch use between a handbag or crossbody with ease. Teddy Blake offers a wide selection of different designs and are constantly rotating their inventory, so there's something to suit everyone's preferences. Each bag is expertly constructed by experienced craftsmen out of premium Italian leather, so they're super durable and can withstand wear while still looking as luxurious as they first arrive. And the color for this particular bag is an absolutely gorgeous neutral tone that pairs well with any outfit. From casual hangouts to more formal date nights and events, this bag is the perfect accessory for any occasion. I've already received so many compliments on it. And the best part is that this beautiful bag only costs a fraction of the price compared to other luxury name brands, but is still made with the same quality, material, and attention to detail, just without the label. So if you're looking to get your own super cute bag in a variety of sizes and styles, made out of premium Italian leather, at a fraction of the price compared to luxury brands, be sure to check out Teddy Blake through the link in my description below, and don't forget to use the code TBMelagurumi30 for an extra $30 off. Thanks so much again to Teddy Blake for sponsoring yet another video, and I'm so excited to keep bringing this bag around whenever I'm out. Alright, I had to charge the camera for a little bit, but here's everything I was able to get done over the past hour. We have the 2 arms, the full body here, and then I just finished up making the head. So we just have to do the ears and then the froggy cap, and then assemble and we'll be all done. We have some friends coming over tonight, so I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to get done by the end of the day, but I'll check back in tomorrow. Good morning, or technically afternoon. It's been a pretty busy day at work so far. So as you just saw, I finished up the frog cap and the eyes in addition to the ears for Cinnamon Roll, so we can finally start assembling and finish him up. I'm pretty confident that we can finish him up today, so I'm excited to see how he turns out. Alright, and Cinnamon Roll is finally done. What do we think? So I ended up needing a 4th color, this pink for the blush detail on his face here, and then I'm honestly not sure if I'm satisfied with the shade of blue that I chose to do his eyes. If you're looking at him like from a distance, I feel like this specific shade of blue is a little too light against his face, so it might be kind of hard to see the face detail on here, but I'm gonna think on it a little bit more before deciding to change it. Overall, it didn't really take too long to make and assemble him, so we have one Sanrio character checked off of this wheel challenge. The frog cap is also a really nice detail. I feel like it adds a little bit more color to the overall plushie. Now that we have one project finished, let's see who we're making next. Alright, I have the wheel pulled up here again. Cinnamon roll is officially off this list, so we have about 9 different options now. Let's see who will be number 2. Okay, Pom Pom Purin it looks like. Cute, very cute. It's definitely been a while since I last made Pom Pom Purin, so I'm excited to see how he's gonna turn out. I think he's probably one of the lesser popular characters on this list, but he's still cute nonetheless. I even have some figures of him, so we have this little Sakura cherry blossom version that I got from a blind box, and then when they had the McDonald's collab, I ended up getting Pom Pom Purin as well. So the pattern we're gonna try out today is one that I've saved for a while but haven't actually had the chance to try out yet. This is a free pattern by lovely.crochet on Instagram. Seems pretty simple, it doesn't look like he'll take too long to make. I'm hoping that with the yarn and hook size I'm using that he'll turn out to be kind of a similar size as Cinnamon Roll, but we're just gonna have to find out and see. So color-wise, there isn't really a whole lot going on. We're gonna have yellow for his body, brown for his little hat, and then I have brown acrylic for his face detail for later, and then I brought back the pink just in case we want to do face detail as well. I have a good feeling that we can finish him up today, so let's get started. So I just came back from lunch and need to switch my focus to work for the next little bit, but here's a quick progress check. We made his brown hat first, his little tail, arms and ears, and this is the current progress for his body so far. I still have like 8 more rounds of single crocheting around before I get to the decrease rows for like the top of his head, but from the looks of it, he is definitely gonna be bigger than Cinnamon Roll already. I also don't have very much of this skein left, so we're gonna have to connect a new one. Also forgot to mention, before I started making the body parts for Pom Pom Purin, I realized that the original shade of yellow I chose was a little bit darker than what his fur color actually is, so I switched out to a little bit lighter shade, and I think this is a better reflection of his actual color. But anyways, let me get some real work done first, and then we can get back to working on his body. Ta-da! He turned out a lot bigger than I was expecting, but isn't he so cute? I'm actually pretty impressed that I was able to do the face embroidery and like curve his nose like this. Also adding the blush detail was a great idea to kind of give it the pop of color it needed. And we can't forget about his signature spot back here. He's just the cutest little chunky boy, and I'm so happy with how he turned out, despite being a little bit bigger than expected. He was also super quick to make, started and finished him all in the same day, only took a few hours, and he's just perfect. I think checking off Pom Pom Purin from the list is a good stopping point for this video. Let's do a little group shot with all the finished characters first. We got Pom Pom here, Cinnamon Roll here, Choco Cat, and Pachaco here. Ta-da! Can you see them all? They're such a cute little happy family together. I'm not gonna lie, holding the 4 of them up just now actually made me a little bit sweaty and out of breath. So whenever I do eventually finish all of the Sanrio characters, they will be all on the couch together because there is no way I'm holding all of them up. But yeah, this concludes today's video. I'm really glad I took on this challenge to make inventory prep a little more fun and interesting, And now I have 2 completed plushies out of this. This challenge was also a great way to revisit an old pattern I had sitting in my library and try out a new one, so definitely check out the links in my description if you're interested in trying them out as well. There will definitely be a part 2 to this Sanrio series, so stay tuned. That should be everything to wrap this up, so thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.